Greetings everyone, Raging Llama here. Today we're clearing out the next two episodes of the Good, the Bad, and the Augmented DLC. Episodes 6 and 7. We do have the item in our inventory that gives us access to episode 8, but we haven't found that entrance yet. Just a heads up though, I ran through these already, but forgot to hit record. So this is a do-over. Because of that, there isn't any new item pop-ups, but I'll explain them as I get them anyways. We're going to try a new gear set while we're at it for episode 6. The Stealthy Assassin set. It has a gear set bonus of healing when cutting a limb and allowing overhealth. We're going to pair that with not one, but 2 aggression amplifier implants, which also gives health when cutting a limb. The boss is going to be Lemorte. At this point, the levels are just random mashups of previous ones. This one is the 2 mine levels. The bad guys are just in different places. You gotta watch out for those minecarts. They hit the bad guys also, though. Now we get almost half a bar of health for cutting a limb.
Ha! Diggity damn! Watch your feet, cowboy! They'll never invite a blunderbuss like you to the town dance!
There are a lot of flamethrower guys in these 2 episodes, so I definitely miss the elemental resistances of the Liquidator and Elite Hazard sets. You'll notice that constant red 1 ticking down over my head. It turns out the overhealth is temporary. It will continue to count down until you are at max health. While I understand the mechanic, I was kind of hoping my health bar would stretch all the way across the screen. There's a flamethrower guy down here and a grenade launcher guy, so I try to take them out with drones. You can free charge the drones. If you have energy left over after a fight, and then hit the button to use the drone while you don't have a target, it puts a little lightning bolt icon next to the drone. Classic surge jankiness.
You really...
And I still can't get the treasure.
I'll give you this. You really know how to trigger me.
We already have a bunch of those vital injections version 3. It's just a normal heal. Down here are 2 flamethrower guys and a robot, so you gotta take it slow. The kinetic drone probably would have been better in this situation. It might have knocked the guy off the edge entirely. This is by far my least favorite level. The pressure plates are dumb. Fighting 3 guys at once is hard, but now you're confined to the pressure plate. Oh, and we get 2 flamethrower guys and a twin rig guy.
He does best. He
Remember to always check boxes and barrels. Right here we have a Tactical Omni Boost version 5. This guy adds plus 10 proficiency to one-handed, staff, and heavy-duty weapons. But you'll soon notice a trend. The version 5 of these implants become very expensive core power-wise. This one goes from 5 core power for version 3 to 12 core power for version 5. Maybe these are meant for new game cycles, but man are they costly. This next area is even more of a pain than the last. Down there is another pressure plate, but now it has a flamethrower guy and a Proteus guy. So flames and long combos. After almost an hour trying to record this part, I just use a shortcut. I skipped it.
Warren did what he does best.
Now on to the boss.
Mind, you can't take your time without taking mine.
It looks like we're getting the cavalry version again. So we get random guys riding horses through the level. They can be hit and killed, but it's not worth it. These fights are just normal combat, but the bosses have much longer combos and bigger health pools. You also have to stop them from healing when they kneel down. La Muerte down again.
I'm almost impressed.
Out of the safe, we get another upgraded implant, the Gyro Stabilizer version 4. It reduces stamina consumed when blocking attacks.
True grit.
Wiki doesn't say the implant exists, so I can't give you any numbers. There was an audio log here next to the crafter, but since this is a do-over, I gotta get it from the log. Hold on.
Saturday, 6 p.m. Got drunk again. The world is going to shit. My write-in campaign landed with a thud. I just can't live without frontier writers. Sunday, 6 p.m. Going back to work tomorrow. Those board members are climbing up my ass. Monday, 6 p.m. Something is really wrong with our systems. The board has been in a deadlock for over 48 hours. Arguing about whatever. Business deals, I guess. It's gonna be another long night. Thursday, 1 p.m. Failsafe protocol activated. The board, they're all toast. I need to fix it. I have to merge my brain with the OS, and I'm not coming out until we're all clear.
Here we see the surge hit in the middle of this guy's little crisis. Although it seems like he's trying to help, but we'll see what happens. Back in for episode 7, we're going to try another gear set. Might as well work out the pair. This one is the Secret Assassin set. It converts energy above full to stamina and increases impact for each time this happens. I'm going to pair this with the MG Ignis because it has the highest energy gain of all staff weapons. By a lot. The closest one is 30%. This one is 45%. Did you see that fire drip down on the screen? I didn't know it could do that. Well, into episode 7.
Barrel chamber assembly initiated.
Here we start out in the town and then move to the train. You can immediately see these guys have changed. We have a Proteus over here and a Bloodhound on the other side. Not to mention the flamethrower guy in the middle. The episode difficulty ramps up a lot.
Everyone in the town was out to shoot their neighbor in the back.
Killing that flamethrower guy and the Bloodhound, I hit max energy, but I didn't notice it going to stamina or if I was even hitting
Whoever
harder.
else you'd find on a wanted poster. Maybe I'll move here someday.
And that barrel was an Endurance Enhancer version 3. We've picked those up before. It just gives stamina based on core power. This Proteus was odd. I cut the limb, and then he ran away. Normally these guys die on a time limit after you cut the limb, so I just left him. But he didn't die on a timer like normal, so the door didn't open. And then when I went back to kill him, he died on his own. It was weird.
Kill first, ask never. Nice!
And now for your viewing pleasure, a Proteus and a top hat. Snag that lucky coin up here and move toward the end of the level. Left is a shortcut, but I get mixed up and go the wrong way.
Warren had a reputation for taking the way of least resistance. Feeling neither shame nor remorse, the cow
Now onto the train level.
late again? Well, I suppose the one thing I can rely on is that I can't rely on you. We gotta work on that, Jack.
Get a good shot here of the bird sitting on my shoulder. That's a pretty neat gear set view. Two flamethrower guys over here is rough. I died a few times. He wanted to help out, I guess.
Hot damn! What a guy!
Down here we have some barrels that we need to check. And there it is, the Aggression Amplifier version 4. It restores 40% of your health, when compared to the version 2 that only restores 20%. However, this is another red implant that costs a massive 12 core power, versus the version 2 that only costs 2 core power. It doesn't seem worth it, but if you're a very high level, I guess core power isn't an issue for you. Looping back around to continue. Fun fact, if you pull both of these guys to the first section and kill them, the train bridge does move forward, and you have to walk across the train tracks to continue. Now, I've never taken the shortcut out of this area before. I just knew it was there. To get to it, you have to fall down a hole up here in the side of the ramp. Just in case you wanted to know. Take out that shield drone so we can hit this guy.
Jumping Jehoshaphat, you're a psycho!
And there's also 2 half-dead Proteus guys here on the ground.
The tunnel was terrifying. Almost, but not quite as cold and dark as Warren's wrinkled, lonely heart.
Out here on the tracks is another implant. Make sure you dodge the train and don't fall off. This one is a Turbo Dynamic Capacitor version 4, and it's an upgrade from the version 2 we're currently using. I pulled these screenshots straight from the game because the version 2 doesn't exist on the wiki. As you can see, the version 4 is an upgrade, reducing energy decay, improving energy gain, and stopping your energy decay at 20%. However, it's another red implant, whose cost is exorbitant, over double the cost for such small gains. But again, if your core power is over 100, I guess it doesn't matter. However, for us, currently, our core power is 80, and that's almost a quarter of our reserves. Anyway, let's get these last 2 guys and move on. The train helped out a bit there.
Left the scene of the crime with a massive grin. This was exactly the kind of train robbery he liked. The kind without living witnesses.
Just checking up here for some more treasure.
Easy there, partner. Easy.
Now on to the boss, the Undertaker. Looks like we get the cavalry modifier again. I much prefer this one to the lasers. Just do the normal duck and weave of these bosses. He almost got that heal off. But he did get that one off. And there it is. The Undertaker is down.
There can be only one hero.
I'm trying to fill up my drones real fast while my energy's full. In the safe, we get the purple X cables. These reduce energy use from finishing moves, using your drone, and using injectables by 25%. Significant upgrade from the red X cables that does 15. But again, it comes with a hefty price tag, 14 core power, versus the 2 core power from the red cables.
Another one for the scrap heap.
That finishes another set of episodes from this DLC. There's no audio log after episode 7. It's just game progression at this point until we find the next entrance to the DLC so we can do episode 8. I do need to finish episode 9 though, just to unlock the Medivoltaic Injection Max, since the version 3 has been my main heal for most of this playthrough. Just a quick review of this armor set. I didn't like it. I got my energy to max level multiple times and never noticed it pouring over to stamina. I didn't notice my impact changing, but that doesn't mean that it didn't. I just didn't notice it. I might need to try a different implant setup for more energy gain, or maybe it's meant for faster weapons like the twin-rigged or one-handed. Let me know what you think. Anyway, in the next video, I plan on tackling the second half of the Walk in the Park DLC. We'll try out a new armor set, maybe bring the popcorn pole back, and if I remember correctly, we'll get at least one more armor set and a couple of new weapons. And with that, catch y'all later.